special power. Everyone has something they're passionate about. Everyone is a subject matter expert. Here at Nerdmasters, we help you share your expertise. In our digital world, we Toastmasters must master basic communication technologies in conjunction with speaking and leadership skills. We formed the Nerdmasters Advanced Club to expand our understanding of technology so we can better serve our clubs and our communities. We are nerdy Toastmasters, enthusiastically exploring the intersection of technology, leadership, communication, and nerdly pop culture. Welcome to the Nerdcasters podcast.
Game begin.
Welcome to tonight's episode of the Nerdmasters Nerdcasters podcast. I am Carolyn Curley, Distinguished Toastmaster and past District 32 Director. Tonight, we are interviewing Mike Miller, Division C Director for our District 32. Mikey, welcome to tonight's broadcast. I'd like to thank you for participating.
It's good to be here.
I'm really glad you stepped up to serve as a division director. But it all comes down to the beginnings. Why did you initially join Toastmasters?
It all started back in 2014, having freshly graduated with an associate's degree and not finding employment. A friend of mine looked over my resume, made me cry, and said, "You should join Toastmasters." I was like, "What's that?" He offered to pay for my membership and paid for it, but didn't show up with me to the first meeting. I had no idea what to expect, but when my mentor dressed as a piece of toast for Halloween, I knew the club was for me, and I've been going ever since.
Sometimes we take our time to join, someone brings us, but we find what we are looking for. What have you learned from your experience with Toastmasters so far?
That I can accomplish goals. It was pretty much one of the few times where I had a clear roadmap and the strategy of how to get to my goal. So first set a goal to get competent communicator within a year and competent leader, and was able to do that. And then I was able to get my advanced communicator bronze, and through now pathways, I'm able to reach my level 5 in my paths, which I've done 2 so far, and I'm enrolled in 2 more paths. So the main thing it's done for me is help me have a clear set of direction for communication leadership goals that I have. And also it allows me to be me and not have to worry about getting fired for what I say.
Those are always good reasons. Being yourself. Everybody is unique, and we celebrate that and allow for everybody's uniqueness here in Toastmasters. I like that you shared what you're learning, some of the paths, the strategies, using those skills to move forward. As you have gone through some of these aspects with the program, tell us about your greatest achievement in Toastmasters so far.
If I had to pick a great achievement, I would say, besides being division director of so many awesome people, is setting up a speech contest. Last year, our previous division director, Phil, asked me and another area director to put together a speech contest. Both of us were overwhelmed. Neither of us knew exactly what we got ourselves into, but I really enjoyed the process, and they were there every step of the way. And thankfully, there were Excel spreadsheets to help us sort out everything, and everyone stepped up, and the speech contest worked out well. And as a result of me asking Phil to be Toastmaster for our area contest, he asked me to be Toastmaster for the division contest, and I've learned I much.
Thank you. Taking on those roles, learning those skills, being willing to not only ask for help, but give help, support others, those are great achievements. As a division director, what is your vision for your role this year?
I have two amazing area directors. We've met in division council meetings twice now and came up with a division success plan. And so my vision matches that of the district. And as I told the division directors, I'm here to help the clubs and their presidents earn whatever goals each club wants. I'm here to help them in any way I can, and our area directors are there as well to help. But I mean, the district directors have set for some pretty good goals, and I don't feel like I need to change that, and I just need to help people to understand the benefit and help any way I can to achieve it for each of our clubs.
Thank you for the answer. As you mentioned, we're part of District 32. They have goals. You noted that you have goals for your division, and you're encouraging your area directors and the clubs. Together, we can go much farther than we think we can as an individual. As we look at what our members are doing and trying, what training ideas would you like to have available for our members?
I mean, we have quite a few. I like, Amazing Mondays and all the coaching. And I think this trainings will be a lot of people get with that pathway. I have been to do out of our meeting to people mark off for I speak because about 8% of our speeches are patches. It could be, but forward to the pathway training, and like the idea of having meetings other than just what outside level. That's what's really to me. As an internal club meetings.
You have some great ideas, and there's a lot we can do to support them. How do you balance commitments to Toastmasters, your division, your clubs, along with your professional and personal life?
It can be very challenging. I work 8 to 5 and do Toastmasters. My wife, unfortunately, won't let me go to a meeting every night. But I'm an extrovert. I need social attention. I work from home. So Toastmasters, I've met some of my closest friends, even though some of them I've only met digitally. A lot of them I have met years ago whenever we were meeting in person. But I love the atmosphere. I love the professionalism, and I love just helping watch people grow. And I mean, balancing is just a matter of prioritizing time. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. And, I basically was finishing a master's degree, working full time, raising a family of 5, and still, had time for Toastmasters and my family. And, people, talk about not having time to come to weekly club meetings. And that's their, choice. But it's important to think about, what your goals are and what your desires are, and see if it aligns with what your schedule is.
Thank you for that. Balancing priorities, fitting it all in. There are ways we can do that. As a leader in the district and as a member, what would you say to our members in District 32 to encourage them to take on a leadership role?
I would say just do it or get her done. It's the only way you learn. And, we have an awesome group of people, and sometimes it's stressful. The working with humans is stressful, especially in voluntary positions. But, that's what Toastmasters is all about, is helping bring out the best in each individual. And they have lots of tools and resources, and, for the price that you pay, or if you come as a guest, you don't pay, but there's so much valuable learning and relationships that can last a lifetime. And, you get to learn how to speak, and even if your goal is not to become a professional speaker, it can still help you in your job or presentations you do elsewhere as well.
those are all great reasons for people to step up. And I'd like to thank you for stepping up. Do you have any further comments for tonight?
Just keep being awesome. Keep reaching for the stars. You want to shoot for the highest apple on the tree, but don't miss the tree altogether. That's one of my favorite quotes. And I appreciate you guys taking the time, because I know how much time it takes to put on these interviews and editing and everything, because I'm doing that for a side business to try and replace my full-time income. But anyway, I really appreciate all that I've learned from you guys, and you know, continue to help and support any way you can. So appreciate the time.
Thank you so much, Mikey. Thank you for serving in our division as Division C Director for District 32. We appreciate your time and your support of our members. I am Carolyn Curley in District 32, D32Toastmasters.org. This has been an episode of podcast supported by our Nerdmasters. There's an inner nerd in every one of us. Nerdmasters will help you unleash your nerd into the world. Look for us online. Our meetings are held the first Wednesday of every month, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. We hope that you're willing to join us. I'd like to thank Mikey Miller for joining us tonight, and behind the scenes, Merlin Miller, no relation, he informed me, as our Zoom master. Our editor is Marvin Wiley. And with that, good night. And thank you all for joining us tonight.
Whether you identify as a gamer, technology nut, or just have a commitment to studying how technology is changing and improving both leadership and communication, our Nerd Herd has a place for you. Find out more about us at our website, nerdmasters.org. Join us the first Wednesday of each month at 7 o'clock Pacific, and get to know us before our meeting starts promptly at 7:30. You will visit our club and enjoy it.
Resistance is futile.
Game over.